Hello.
Hi.
Welcome
We're here.
to Aiming for Ashes. I am Amy.
I'm Ashes Lee.
This is too much for my brain to handle.
That's how I roll.
So, on today's episode,
13.
whoopee,
We're teenagers.
we are teenagers.
Wow, woo, woo.
Holy moly.
Guacamole.
But on a serious note,
Very serious note.
today's episode,
It's sad.
very sad. It's going to be about school shootings and how we feel about guns and how these people get guns and
Continue to just...
kill our babies.
It's fucking
Essentially.
terrifying. I am afraid every single day I send Damien off to school. And it shouldn't be that way.
I think that's probably 99% of the parents in the world right now that send their children to public school or any form of
Catholic
school.
schools aren't even safe anymore.
Any form of school, any
yeah.
building that you have to send your little
College, all of
chitlins
it.
off to.
Yep.
It is a scary situation out there.
If I had the means to stay home and homeschool Damien, I fucking would in a heartbeat. Like if Brian made enough money for me to be able to be a stay-at-home mom, I would be a stay-at-home mom and I would pull him out of the public school system.
Here's my thing. I do not really care for homeschooling unless here's my thing. I don't believe in homeschooling because I guess it depends on how the homeschooling goes down, I suppose. So homeschooling nowadays is like on a computer and the kid sits at home and they're on a computer in a classroom with like 12 or 13 or 23, whatever.
Yeah.
However many kids in that classroom, and the teacher is on the, computer screen teaching this group of children in a classroom. But my thing is there's no interaction with other children.
Yeah.
There's no interaction and learning common sense. There's no learning anything.
Well, that's where the parents are supposed to come in.
I mean, yeah.
They
so
can't
my thing
just,
is, if you have a child doing homeschooling, it is your responsibility as a parent to get your child into some type of activity. Find other homeschoolers. It doesn't have to be with the public schooling system, because I know years ago there was a gentleman that I used to work with that I actually reconnected with recently, and his kids, he has 7 kids, and I believe all 7 of his kids have been homeschooled. But all 7 of his kids also were in activities. They were in band. They were in, just like going to a regular school, they had a program that they were able to connect with other homeschoolers, and they had their own little community.
They do like field trips and stuff.
Right.
Too.
Yeah. That is a great system. But the thing is that a lot of parents are, unfortunately, can't afford it or are lazy.
Yep.
Those are the 2 options we have here.
Well, that just kind of delves into the problem that we have as far as like school shootings. Like their parents are lazy or they're too poor, and they go up outside
with the school shooting situation, it's pretty hard situation right now.
Yeah.
We just all sent our babies back to school recently within the last 2 to 3 weeks.
Some are starting tomorrow.
Yep, some are starting tomorrow.
Or I mean Tuesday after the holiday.
Right. Yep. And I know that we are all scared, and I really hope that we find a way to protect all the babies, no matter what age, all the way to the fucking colleges.
Yeah.
Or any sanctuary that feels like is a safe
Or should be,
or a
supposed
learning,
to be a safe environment.
safe environment. I pray that nothing ever happens bad to anyone during this school year. But unfortunately, it just recently happened in Minnesota at that Catholic church. Yeah. We lost 2 babies. It is sad, and unfortunately, at this point that we're at, the government is not going to do anything to protect our kids.
They're literally doing nothing about it.
Right. They
Absolutely
don't.
nothing.
Thoughts and prayers don't do shit.
Not a fucking thing.
We need to have better gun laws. I do not want to take away guns. That is not what I'm saying. I feel like if you want to bear arms, you should be able to bear arms.
Yes.
But when you should not be able to bear arms is if you had or have any type of mental disability, whether it be schizophrenic or bipolar or anything that you have to take a medication to regulate your thought process. this.
Yep.
I do not believe that you should own a gun. Nope. I don't believe that you should be allowed to own a gun or have a CPL or whatever they're called. Mm-hmm. I do not believe that those things should be allowed for those types of humans. Mm-mm. I feel like as a country and as a whole, we should really get rid of the fucking AR-15s and make them fucking illegal.
Well, I mean, devil's advocate here, because it's Brian's fault that I'm the devil's advocate. But me and him have talked about this a lot, obviously. But making them illegal, I feel like it wouldn't stop. People are still getting them legally and illegally. And,
I can understand that. Yeah, I can understand that. But what's the point of a fucking AR-15? It's for war.
Yeah, it's for
There
murder.
there is no reason any American citizen should have an AR-15.
Nope, unless you are enrolled in the Army and are actively in the Army.
Or
and then once you
Navy
leave the Army,
or,
it stays there.
Any service that you're doing for the country.
Right.
Correct. It should be something that stays with the government. It shouldn't be something that you are able to
all
bring
of the
back,
other
because it could get stolen.
Yeah,
and
all of the other countries in the world don't have this problem.
Correct. If you were to look up other countries in this world, they do not allow guns. If you are caught with a gun, it is a serious penalties. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a felony. Yeah, it's that. And maybe even death. I don't know. I mean, other countries are way harsher than our country is when it comes to shit like this.
We're way too lenient
on a lot of shit.
And then this is the stuff that happens.
Correct.
And it's continued to happen. Like,
so
it should have stopped.
This shit started happening.
Sandy Hook should have never even happened.
This shit started happening back in 1999 with Columbine. Mm-hmm. That is the first shooting that ever happened. Yep. That was the year I graduated. Mm-hmm. So I can't even fathom or imagine what that would be like for me in school, always having that. I wouldn't have been able to I would never be able to concentrate.
No.
I would never learn shit.
No.
Because in the back of my mind, I would think that somebody at any point who didn't like me was going to come in and shoot me. You know how many people didn't like me fucking growing up? Mm-hmm. A shit ton. Until they got to know me. And then they're like, man, that bitch is actually kind of cool. But anyways.
The perks of having an RBF.
Right. So, I mean, to be fair, like, that's why a lot of these school shootings are happening. Mm-hmm. It's these kids being bullied and being harassed and treated like fucking garbage, or some type of sexual something happened to the kid back when they were growing up, and it made them into the human that they are. Something made them the way they are. Something made that kid want to go in that school, that Catholic church in Minnesota, and shoot all those kids.
The thing that really just fucking sets me off is that there are always signs, months, years.
He had a bajillion signs.
Yeah.
A bajillion.
Yeah, and did you see that his mom just kind of
brushed it off?
Well, no, she dropped off the face of the earth and hired an attorney. Like, she
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was on the run after it happened. She's like, I'm out, hired an attorney, and the attorney
she's going to go to jail.
Yeah, she should be.
She should
100%. Be. And like, when Oxford happened here,
and Michigan,
and they went after the parents.
Scary. Yeah,
I was like, that is exactly what needs to happen every single fucking time. Because whether or not the parents see the signs, it's neglect.
I don't know.
Either way,
devil's advocate. Yeah, because
I
really feel like yes, the parents should have stopped or had knowledge. Parents should be watching their children's social media. 100%. I give you that much. Okay, but to control somebody 100%.
I will give you, when it comes to Damien and like giving him,
I don't know if they should have went to jail. I think they should have got
they're the one that bought him the fucking gun.
Oh, they bought him
They bought him the gun.
Well, that's different. Yeah. For sure.
And they knew that he was going through a bunch of shit because they were getting calls from the school and all kinds of stuff. And it was like blatant neglect.
Damn.
Yeah. And like, I feel like as a parent, I am responsible
how old was
for him. He was in high school. So I don't know.
Why the fuck does he
15,
need a gun?
16. Exactly my fucking point. You don't need, why would you do that? Like, I could understand if like you were hunters, but it was a handgun.
Yeah. That's,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a little
But even
fucked.
Then, like, these
kids in situations like
that,
that, 100% for sure should be going to jail for that. If you buy some fucking 15-year-old a gun, you're going to jail. A handgun, they don't. What fuck. Shotgun, if you're a country kid, grow up in the country, you get BB guns, you get shotguns because you go hunting.
Right.
Completely agree with that. Completely understand that. But those parents also watch their kids
Right.
wholeheartedly,
And they
100%.
teach them gun
Yes,
safety.
gun safety is 100. Man, when I was growing up in the sticks with all my like cousins and shit, we would shoot. We would have BB guns. We would have shotguns. And every single time there was an adult there speaking how on gun safety and the things that you do and do not do with guns.
Yep.
You know, so it's like it's a double-edged sword because
It is.
some places, some people, like, did we just stop teaching kids that after 99? You know what I mean? Like, because when I was a kid,
Well, because they were probably like, oh, it's never going to happen again. This is a one-off situation. And now look
no,
at where
I
we're
mean,
at,
no,
you know?
I mean, like, after, I'm talking about, like, why did the school shootings even start happening? Like, where did we lose track on paying attention to situations like this or teaching our children how bad guns are?
Well, that's
And-
when the internet really started blowing up.
Yeah,
it was
that's
around
true.
that time,
Yeah.
and everybody was, you know,
Exactly.
there's cyberbullying and everything else like that.
Right, and that's
then
the other thing. It's like, you bully, like, kids are mean.
kids are fucking terrible.
I grew up and I was bullied all the time because my teeth I had two sets of teeth pretty much in the front, in my mouth. And I got called shark mouth. I got called four eyes. Then I got called railroad tracks when I got my teeth. You know, I was called a bunch of names.
Oh yeah, I was made fun of constantly for being
And it's
fat,
like-
always.
But never in my mind, never, not one time did I ever think, I wish I could kill these people.
Yeah, nope, not once.
I never once.
But I think it comes down to nature or nurture. The parents that are neglectful and aren't teaching their children the things that they need to be learning or validating their feelings or making sure that they're feeling okay and like having those open conversations constantly with them, they're the ones that are closing them off saying, I don't want to talk about this,
Yeah.
you know, stop crying, quit being a baby, blah, blah, like that kind of shit.
Right.
Like you need to validate their feelings because they don't know what they're doing. They're learning their emotions.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure their bodies out. They're learning
Right.
how to be a person, for crying out fucking loud. And your
Right.
job as a parent is to make sure that they have the tools to be a good human.
So then
You
we agree upon, like, definitely should have stricter gun laws.
Oh, 1000%. There needs to, and they claim that there's like a rigorous application process, background checks, blah, blah, blah. People can lie. People
Yeah.
lie all the fucking time.
Oh, yeah.
You think these people aren't lying to get access to these
right.
fucking
They
weapons?
need to have, like,
Or they're having other people do it for them and
I
then
don't know
buying
if
them
there
off
needs
of them.
to
you
be
know?
like a blood draw or speaking to their physicians. You know what I mean? Like,
if you own a firearm, you're required to have a therapist or something like
correct.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
No, if you have a firearm, you need to have a psychiatrist and a therapist on a regular basis, at least
But
once a month.
The government should make it easier accessible for us to be able to
yeah,
do that. You know what I mean?
100%.
It's so and that's one of the reasons why I don't go to therapy. I can't fucking afford it.
Oh, I can't
it's
afford it either.
expensive as fuck.
Yep, 100%.
Like I'm like, okay, well, I'll just talk to my doctor and I'll work it out that way, you know?
Right.
So, but even then, like, it's some people can't do that.
Yeah.
Some people don't have the capacity, the mental capacity to be able to do stuff like that on their own, and they need that help. And it's too far out of reach for them,
Right.
and it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, and it's just scary. Like I get parents and I understand their fear. I don't want my son ever going to a public school that I have to be worried about somebody coming in and shooting up my kid's school. You know what I mean? Like that's a scary ass thought to think about.
It's like
the one
when
thing that I do.
Oh, the one time when the first time Damien came home from school and told me about they did a drill about a bad guy, I lost it. I fucking cried so fucking hard because I knew exactly what he was talking about. That they
Right.
were doing the drills for school shootings, and I'm
Right.
like, why is that? Shouldn't like I'm getting goosebumps. It shouldn't be a thing. Like,
It shouldn't be a thing, but
he was
great.
fucking 5 years old.
But
Like,
it's great.
Fuck off, man.
It's great that they're teaching them.
Yes.
Because if he didn't know about the bad guy at 5 years old and a bad guy came in, he would have no idea. He would just stand there. You know what
I
I
also
mean?
feel like the schools need better
Security.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, 100%,
I
yeah.
mean, like Damien's school has video cameras all
So does
around.
the school I'm at. I am a school lunch lady. So.
They lock all the doors.
Yep.
When the kids go in the morning, all of the kids are going through the front door.
Yep.
Nothing else is accessible. Like
Yeah.
it's all shut off. And like
100%.
thankfully, like his school is a smaller school, which I appreciate and I love that so much. But even then, like that's still 300 kids that they're responsible for. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking scary.
Yeah, 100%. It's like I find myself because I just got this job as a school lunch lady,
Yeah.
I find myself a lot making sure that the doors are shut
Yeah.
behind me and that I'm paying attention who I'm letting in the door. Like if I have to let the food people in, I always am standing there at the door, and when they come in, I always make sure the door shuts behind me with nobody getting in. I'm always looking around, making sure that the faces that I am seeing are the same faces that I see every day.
Yep.
Because I know as well how scary of a thought, if something like that were to happen while I was there. It's a scary thought.
Yeah.
Because, you don't think that, I'm going to be there if something like that happens at that school.
Yeah.
I hope nothing like that ever happens at any school, period.
Yeah. But it's definitely scarier for the people that work there, for sure.
But unfortunately, in today's age, you always have that resting in the back of your mind, So I do believe I heard something about Michigan upping, like Whitmore. I think she added more security at all the schools.
I love that.
When that happened.
For at Oxford?
No,
when
Oxford? It happened in Minnesota.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I heard something about that. Like she added extra security at all the schools because she's, also concerned.
Yeah.
Because it happened at Oxford.
Right.
Yeah. And it could happen. It happened at Michigan State.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not something that happens just at high schools.
No. Or elementary schools.
Right. It's a sad situation to even have to have this conversation or even talk about or even think about, because when I grew up, I never once thought about this.
No.
Never had to.
Wasn't even
after I graduated, it was like plastered and all everywhere.
Yeah.
School shooting here, school shooting there,
Columbine.
School shooting there.
But even then, like after Columbine, because I graduated in 2009 and it really wasn't something that was talked about at all, really. I mean, like we practiced lockdowns and stuff, but that was for like, I don't know.
School shootings.
Maybe.
Yeah. You're not going to lock down for a tornado.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you might, but I'm sure you're not barricading the door.
We didn't barricade any doors that I remember.
Hiding under any desk.
And they say not to have your children wear light up shoes because it draws attention.
Correct. And it's like, and that's why a lot of these schools are uniformed.
Yeah.
Because they are trying to keep the kids as safe as possible.
Yep.
Shit, if I had a school and I ran a school, I'd make it all my kids be in army, like the army colored.
Oh,
so
like
they
camo?
Could be, yeah, like camo, so they can be like hidden if they have to hide. You know what I mean?
That's smart, actually.
But make it not like green and brown, but like brown and a darker, like a black color, so that they can't be seen.
Yeah,
and
like turning all the lights off and stuff.
Right, like so they blend in with the fucking walls.
That's sad.
It is, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
Like you think about, like,
yeah.
You want to protect your kid at all costs, and man, it's scary to think about it. I have 4 more nieces and nephews in school. 2 of them graduate this year, and then I have one that's I think gonna be a freshman, but either way, she's only got like 4 or 5 more years. But the other one is brand spanking new.
Yeah.
So
hopefully by the time she gets in school, things have changed. Oh, my bad.
No, you good. But yeah, who knows what it's gonna look like when he gets in school. I mean, that's 5 years from now.
Yeah. That's a long time. Anything could happen.
Fucking new administration will be in there.
I sincerely hope so.
It can't be Trump, right?
We're only
he's
on
already
year 2,
ran
though.
Twice, so he's got to be the fuck out of the office.
Yeah. But they're saying that Vance is going to be next.
Fuck Vance. He can fuck right off. I ain't voting for him. I'll vote for whoever else. Anybody else.
Please. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, run for president.
How about Gretchen Whitmore? Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's you run for president.
Get
I will
on in
vote.
there,
I will vote for you all day long.
Yes, ma'am. That's what we need. This country needs a fucking woman.
A woman. I don't even care if it's Gretchen Whitmer. Any fucking woman I would vote for.
Yes.
Because I don't give a
1000%.
fuck. It's been over 100 years of wait, not 100. Like 60.
Too fucking many.
Too many years of fucking men running this fucking country, clearly in the fucking ground. Pretty sure the fucking president of Finland, I don't even know if they call it the president, but the fucking top honcho over in Finland, the country, is a fucking woman. And they have the lowest crime fucking rate.
Imagine that.
I mean, you just Google it. It's amazing. Like, come on. What are we doing here, people? Can we try a woman just to see?
Please.
I mean, it's only 4 fucking years.
I mean, yeah.
It's got to be better than what the men have been doing.
Anything is better.
I mean, seriously, look Look at the history.
Fuck, man.
And I know people are like, oh, well, women get on their period. Yeah, but at least we still have fucking brains and we out there.
Right. We also have that mother mentality,
Correct.
which is to take care of. And that's what this country
And nurture.
needs. Is somebody to take care of
And
its
nurture
fucking people.
it. Right.
Fuck all the way off. I hate everybody.
Oh, I have a headache. This episode has stressed me
It's
out.
very stressful. I can't.
I just want to say rest in heaven to the 2 babies that we lost.
Yes. Yes.
Because they are now angels and watching over everybody that they loved and cared about.
They deserved more.
And I know prayers to the family sounds bad, but that's all I got for you. Yeah. If I could go to the government and stop all of this from happening with it, like, you know, with like a flick of my finger or a snap of my fingers and it all be gone, I totally would do that.
1000%.
I am so sorry that happened to those families.
Yeah.
They did not
Nobody
deserve
should ever
that.
have to go through that.
Nope, not any human that's ever lost a child in a school shooting. I am so sorry that ever happened to you.
This
You did
country
not
needs to
deserve
do
that.
better.
Yeah, this country
They
needs
need
to do
to
better.
stop.
We need to be better.
It's that 9 to 5 mentality, though.
Yeah.
If they didn't work us adults as that 9 to 5, like you need to go to work, you need to work 40 hours a week, you have to do this, you need to do this in order to do this, we wouldn't have to send our kids to school for 8 fucking hours a day.
Right.
You know what I mean? We
Right.
could get that shit done in 2 to 3 hours and then it'd be fine.
Yep.
But we can't do that because everybody's fucking working because nobody can afford to live anymore. Somebody has to teach these children something because if I need to be able to provide them a home and food.
Right. It's a little crazy little web here
It's
that
just,
is going on in this world.
It's fucking terrible. We need to do better. We need to be better. These kids deserve
so much better.
so much more. Like they're the future of all of us.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that they're protected.
We're not going to be here
at
forever.
all costs.
Right.
Right. Or there's not going to be anything else.
100%. 100%. All right, so let's wrap this episode
Yeah,
up.
I'm gonna
because
start
it's-
crying.
Yeah, it's
gonna get
getting,
bad.
It's getting pretty gnarly over here. I'm getting into this depressed state that
Yeah.
it breaks my heart. But love to everybody out there. Hug
Yes.
your kids.
Protect
hold
your
them.
babies.
Hold them close at night. Give them kisses and hugs. Let them know how much they mean to you. Because you never know. Sending them to school the next morning, you might not see them again.
Yeah. I really hate that.
Right.
I hate that that's a thing.
Yeah. Maybe let's all get together and convene and have a
I'm telling you, we're gonna topple this fucking government. Let's go.
And
Take
talk
back
to
take
them
back the
and-
country. Let's go.
see if there's a way that we can come up with a mental health check on guns.
Something.
Some type of.
They
some
need
type of
more than
check.
one counselor assigned to like
Yeah.
50 children at school, by the way.
Correct.
Maybe you should have psychiatrists on site also.
Yes, maybe,
you know?
maybe. Yep, that might
Because
be.
those parents can't afford to send their kids to psychiatry.
No, not after.
Have one appointed at the school.
Right, because, it's not their fault that they sent their kid to your school and your school got shot up. So please provide for the kids that can't. Right. It's your job to fix the situation that happened under your watch.
That's what the Department of Education's supposed to be for, but
Yep,
that's
what-
not existing anymore.
that's-
So I guess we're all fucked.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Fuck.
Fucking hate the government.
Well, all right, everyone. You guys,
On that note,
y'all have a great day. Hopefully this episode didn't make you too sad, but
yes, but
remember, talk to your local politician to see if they
Yes.
can change any situation.
write letters, do everything,
Yep.
and let us know your thoughts, what you think. If you have any ideas, maybe we can go to our legislators and just bombard them all
Yeah,
at once and
and
be like,
just
listen,
annoy 'em.
I mean, I'm down for it.
I am too.
I annoy people for no reason.
I mean,
give me a
I
reason.
just look
it's
at
gonna get-
people and they get annoyed.
they ain't. Fuck you.
All right, have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.